Hey guys, what's up? My name's Sam. Welcome to the Foxport. Let me just go ahead and introduce y'all to the main vehicle that you're going to be seeing on this channel. This is my 1983 Foxbody Mustang coupe. I recently picked it up off of Facebook Marketplace just about a couple weeks ago, and I don't know when you'll be watching this, but currently we're on the coronavirus whole situation, quarantine and everything, and so I am off of school. I kind of lost my job, and so I figured during some of my spare time right now, I'm gonna try and, I don't know, document some of the work I'm doing on this thing. I'm gonna start it up and we're gonna take it out for a drive, go downtown, get a nice spot going, and I'm just gonna show you guys around the car, all the problems I know of, all the mods I know of, a little bit of history on the car, and just kind of introduce you guys to the very beginning of what I hope to be pretty long and a pretty extensive build. All right, get this thing on the road. See if I can get down this driveway without the camera falling over. She's a little rough at idle, especially cold. Once it warms up, a lot better, but it's still in the process of warming up at the moment. From the handbrake here. Well, a little bit of a rattle from a lot of stuff, but it's just part of it. It's part of an old car, I guess. You know, I'm gonna go this way. Feel a little bit bad sometimes driving it through the neighborhood, but most people get a kick out of it. Comment down below if the camera falls over. I'll set it back up. Beautiful day. It's probably 82 degrees, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Trees are blossoming. Nobody out on the roads. Perfect. Don't know what that was. If you can't tell, the shifter is pretty notchy. The transmission, the clutch is very heavy, which is fine, but the transmission is so notchy that it is really actually kind of difficult sometimes to get into gear, especially second gear, and you got to put some force into it. So if I look like I'm struggling to shift it, it's because I am. Please don't turn yellow. Oh, please don't bump the camera. Hey guys, what's up? I made it out to a local parking deck. So the schools are all closed right now due to the coronavirus, and so this parking deck's wide open, so got a nice little area to shoot. So what I'm gonna do right now is kind of walk you guys around the car, give you all the details I know on it, kind of the backstory on it, how much I paid for it, kind of the whole story of the car as far as I know it so far, and then just go over some stuff I'd like to fix, potential upcoming mods, upcoming videos, and then a general overview of the whole channel, what my picture for the channel is, schedule-wise and content-wise. So yeah, let's get started. I guess first it would make sense to introduce myself. My name is Sam. I am a full-time mechanical engineering student. I'm 21 years old. As a mechanical engineering student, I have just always been passionate about cars. I mean, ever since I was as young as I can remember, and my grandparents really got me into cars. Hopefully they'll be in some videos in the future. So I purchased this car with the hopes of learning more about carburetors, distributors, kind of more antiquated kinds of ignition and fueling systems. And I have always loved the Foxbody chassis. I mean, notchbacks in particular have just always appealed to me. That cut on the back, I like the hatchbacks. Foxbody hatchbacks is a good looking car, but to me the notch has just always done it. I know it's each to their own on that subject, but personally I love the notch. So this car is a 1983 Mustang Foxbody Coupe. It was originally a V6 automatic car. It has been changed to a 5.0 5-speed car pretty much at this point. If a Foxbody hasn't been converted to 5.0 5-speed, it's considered a survivor. So most of them at this point are converted to 5.0 5-speed. I purchased it that way because I don't plan to restore the car to its original build or kind of do a restoration. I'm more looking to just continue to modify this car and obviously restore some components, but it's going to be a lot different from how it started out of the factory by the time I'm done with it. So I paid $5,000 for this car. I know some people think Foxbodies aren't worth crap. I know some people think that they're a huge investment. Personally for me, the car was worth that much to me at the time. It was perfect timing. It was a good car, really solid chassis, and I kind of just bit the bullet. I've been looking at them for years and years, saving money, everything I can get together as a college student, saving it. And this one came on Facebook Marketplace. I saw it and I just said, you know what, this is the one. I'm just gonna pull the trigger and get it. So let's go ahead and jump under the hood, and I'll just give you guys a kind of thorough list of everything that's been done powertrain wise. Okay, so now that we're under the hood, I'm just gonna go over a quick list. I've actually got the list on my phone from when I purchased the car. I already found some things that aren't exactly what the list says they are and all that, but you know, I think it's a good idea to kind of get close to what I've got in it. So like I said, it's a 5.0, which means it's a 302, but it's actually been bored over to a 306. Most people usually do that when they rebuild them, just so they can get a fresh start on the cylinder walls. Interestingly enough, I looked it up, a 302 actually converts to a 4.99 whatever liter, and a 306 converts to a 5.01. So if you got a 302, not really a 5.0. I'm just kidding. But anyways, the 306 is actually also a 5 liter. It's got SVO, aluminum heads, Cobra rockers. It's got a Herbert Racing flat tappet cam. It's a pretty solid cam, literally, but anyways, it's pretty aggressive cam, and I don't know any of the duration or lift specs on it, so that might be something to try and figure out in the future. It's got TRW dome top pistons, which effectively is going to increase the compression ratio. So this engine is going to have a higher compression ratio than the factory engine. However, I don't know what pistons are in here, so I don't know the CCs of them. I don't know the exact compression ratio. That will be a project for the future to figure out. It's got a quick fuel 680 carb on it. It's a nice carb as far as I know, but obviously I don't know anything about carbs. All I know is one of my friends told me it's kind of similar to a Holley, but maybe not having the name brand of a Holley. So I don't know, it seems to do all right. Actually has a throttle position sensor on it, which I think is pretty interesting and might be helpful in the future. It's got all kinds of ignition, MSD distributor, magnetic pickup style. It's got Ford Racing plugs, whatever. MSD box, MSD coil. You might be able to see here, this is a solenoid for the starter because, or not a solenoid, whatever, a relay switch type thing for the starter because the battery is in the back. So that's cleared up a lot of room in here. Car also has an AC delete, has this really nice aftermarket aluminum radiator, electric fan. It's got underdrive pulleys. It's got really nice fuel system, probably capable of supporting an engine making a lot more horsepower than this thing is making right now. Okay, so here's a quick look into the engine bay. So looks pretty standard. Got a nice Ford Racing. This thing needs replaced and is covered in pollen right now. But the important parts that I was looking at when I purchased this car was honestly not the motor. I was not so concerned with this. I don't plan on having this exact motor in it forever. And so I didn't want to buy a car with a crap motor, but it ran, it sounded healthy. So I was concerned about that right in there, and same on the other side. Those are the shock tower mount. If that rusts out down there, you're in trouble. It can be repaired, but it is a very costly, from my understanding, costly and just a lot of labor to repair that. Something you don't want to go through if you don't have to. So the engine bay is not the cleanest. However, that will be changing. I obviously am going to do a lot of rewiring, take care of this bird's nest, take care of this bird's nest. That just stresses me out, and I'm gonna be really meticulous and just go over all the wiring on the car. So yeah. Obviously, the car has an AC delete. That's where your heat exchanger for the air conditioning would be going, and it's got a pulley right there. I believe that's where it deletes it off of. All right, so now I'm gonna take you guys through the interior of the car.